friends, welcome back to another edition of DIY. My wife, she won this ice maker at a company Christmas party. Problem is, as you can tell, it's about 1.5 inches too tall to slide underneath our countertops. She wants to put it right here, which is the perfect spot and location for it. But because of this countertop, it's gonna hit about right here, which means she's tasked me to cut off the whole bottom part of the shelf cabinet and raise it up a little bit so it'll slide right into that spot. My dread is this bad boy right here. I've got to remove that whole thing and take it out so I can cut all the way down the sides and be able to get back in there. The fridge I'm not worried about because I can pull that out, but the microwave, I'm gonna have to pull it off, get it unattached, be able to cut, and then refasten the bottom a couple inches higher. I've never done this before. I don't know what I'm doing, but as long as she's happy with it, it'll be okay. Okay, so looking at this, we've got about 1.5 inches, maybe a little more that I need to cut off, so I'm going to go with an even 2 inches. That'll give me close to 1/2 inch between the bottom of the cabinet and the top of the ice maker. So what I did was I marked my lines we're going to cut. That will be the bottom of our cabinets. And then what I'll do is end up cutting off the cabinet itself, putting it in, and fastening some screws in to each side. It won't be seen because the microwave will cover this side and the fridge will cover this side. Sounds easy. I hope it's easy. My hardest part is my saw blade. It will only come about 3/4 the way down if I'm lucky. And then I'm gonna have to hand cut the rest of this out all the way to the wall. And then I'm gonna have to cut out that whole backboard by hand. So that's where the hard part of this whole project will be, but we'll see. Okay, so here's the other part, and I want you here all as a witness. This is gonna get very sawdusty. Sawdust all over the place. So when your wife says, I want you to cut my cabinets like the Douglases did, and then you cut your cabinets like the Douglases did, and there's sawdust all over,
I'll clean it up.
oh, she said she'll clean it up. You heard it right here. Alright guys, so like I said earlier, my problem now is that it's going to be running. I was able to get that close on each side to getting it cut, but now I got to go across this whole back line where that backboard where that line is, and then drop this all in one piece. Now what I'll do is come in and cut it right straight off back there so I can lift that up and reattach it just above this cut line. That'll give me my 2 inches that I need, and the ice maker will slide right underneath, which this will be lifted, but it'll be right here. Do some touch-up paint where I obviously scratched the paint off, and we got plenty of that. So we're getting closer. So we were able to get it all cut away. This was the hardest part, the backboard, and it kind of had to take the Dremel and just keep working back and forth and cutting a line here. And it is a little rough, but it won't really matter because my shelf will actually sit up on here and we'll just run it flush right along the bottom. So you won't see any of that anyways. It'll be sitting clear up here and look better. So I'm just gonna run a sander over just to take off the new cut sharp edge. Just kind of buzz these splinters off. Just give it a little bit softer edge to it right now. Well folks, as you can see, we got it in. It's sitting just nice and slightly above the thing, but it looks like it's built to be there. So, perfect little setup. So, appreciate you watching, and it was easier than I thought it was going to be. I really didn't want to do it, but it's something that's going to bring my wife happiness, so therefore I did it, and it turned out to be much easier. So, appreciate you guys watching, and if you have any questions, throw them in the comments and I'll try and answer them. Thanks.